Alright, good evening everybody. DA's got another crossword. I'm going to try to solve it. You know the drill. Let's start. 14 across. Straight away. Enjoy my crossword. Go somewhere else. 14 across, people under the couch. Spare change, I'm going to say. Off the bat. Change? No, change is 6 letters. Okay. Understanding Euclidean series. What did Euclid write? It's not an actual Euclidean series. Series is going to be an indicator for a hidden. If it's a series, it could be back the other way. What word for understanding? Beats to Oh, I need to hide the chat as well. I think Menel's just spoiled that one for me. Yeah, it's definitely idea. Alright, I was gonna get there eventually. It's a hidden. So, yes, it's idea right off the bat. 5, 11, 10 virtually became material. Are these measures? Is that a date? What are the Roman numerals? 5, 11, 11's xi, 10's x, XIX. Virtually, is this some coding reference? Virtually became material is to, be realized. Must be just some kind of material. I'm not seeing what those numbers mean yet. This is definitely idea, right? I was looking at Clid. I was looking at lied. I was looking at Dean. Those aren't things. An understanding of something is an idea of something. Yeah, it's gonna be. Now it's a bolt. Bolt's got lots of meanings here. Bolt is what you call a contronym, because it can mean to fasten someone so they can't get away. Someone, something. But bolt also means to flee. So it means the opposite. It's its own antonym. It's not Andrew, it's a bolt. Could it be to fasten? Could it be to escape? Could it just be the tool element? A bolt that goes with a nut? Is it a verb? Too many possibilities. Definitely a double meaning though, only 2 words there. Stubborn technocrat, 18 down. 14 across, this is what we needed for 1 across. Gold coin in Iraq aligned with yen every day. Is this gonna be a gold coin? What kind of gold coin could it be? A Roman one? What if it's every day? Every day as one word means ordinary. The dinar is coin in Iraq, and gold is just gonna be OR. That's a great one. I'm very pleased with myself for seeing that, I gotta say. To see that every day was a definition. Because that was it. After that, everything else falls into place. But splitting up the clue sometimes is real tough. So gold is OR. I think it comes from the Spanish. Oro. The dinar is coin in Iraq. Gold coin, quite a good red herring. Yen, just a Y. Great clue. Rickshaw, mainly transported liqueur. So mainly transported makes me think that you take 6 letters out of rickshaw and you anagram them and you get a liqueur? What could that be? What liqueurs do I know? All I can think of is Contro. Bailey's. Midori. I've got whisk. There's no Y in there. Also, it's not a liqueur. That's a spirit. Let's find out later. Heart to weaken on joining topless stance, elbows out. Elbows out. That's akimbo. And that's exactly what it is. The heart to weaken is AK. Right there. And the dance is limbo. And topless makes it a imbo. So you get akimbo. Elbows out. A tourist city sounds calmer. What's karma? When I think sounds karma, I think maybe we have karma, like fate. I don't think that's what it is. And a tourist city strikes me as possibly a red herring. So it's a tourist, like backpacker kind of thing. So we need a word for a city, or city sounds. So Rome is a thing that tourists do. And it's also the name of the capital city. Nah, think I'm off there. Nick supports tavern, getting leverage. That doesn't seem like enough words. I think leverage is the definition there. Some kind of phrase. Long adjective followed by a short noun. Maybe it's a verb. Getting leverage is the phrase that means a verb, and it's something onto. The second word is a preposition. Maybe. Who's Nick? There's so many Nicks. Cage? If it's Nick as the last word, that's cage, and then supports tavern. What's a tavern? Yeah, I'm not going to get this time around. Transplant involving drug. To transplant as a verb could be to move, to swap, to change. What's involving mean there? Does that mean we need to find a drug and anagram it? Drug someone. What's a 5-letter drug? Ether? It's like chloroform? Nah, gonna skip it. Lost in bid. Ooh, I hope that's not a typo. Ordinarily I'd think that's deliberate, but I reckon that might just be a typo. Also, since it's midnight in Australia, I doubt he's tweeted about it. $500 is going to be a D, I think. More often than not, it is. He always puts the dollars in to distract from the fact that it's Roman numeral. What if it is in bid? Because that gives us 7 letters, and then we want woman's, which might be WS, and then we have 9 letters. No, but then we want 500 lost. That'd take the D away. Is it going to be a kind of horse? Yeah. Biscuit likely to come back up. This is going to be a palindrome, I'm sure. It's not Oreo. There's a biscuit that's a palindrome. It's only 4 letters. Ugh. I don't know my biscuits well enough. I'm a chocolate man. Biscuits, too crummy. Waste of room. Might not be a biscuit like that. Could be some other kind of biscuit. Probably get it with the cross letter. I mean, I hope so, because if I don't, I won't finish the crossword. That'd be terrible. Pulped sausage, overlying bagel, a popular spread. Popular spread. Makes me think we're talking about a condiment, perhaps. But popular spread might not go together, could just be spread. Pulped sausage. I think that'll be an anagram, and that'll give us 7 letters. We need 3 more. Overlying bagel, I think bagel might just be O. If it is, though, we got 7 letters in sausage. Bagel gives us O, and then I think A might be there, but then popular would have to be in, so what happens there? What's a spread? It's got those letters in it too. What if it's pulped, and sausage is an anagram signpost? Overlying bagel, and give us an O. Up below A? No, that's all I can see for now. Spread. What do you got? Vegemite, Nutella. There's gonna be a spread like a buffet, like morning tea. Morning tea. That fits. Not really a spread though. Brunch is a spread. Breakfast buffet. Is this some kind of bar? How does a bagel fit in? Nah. It makes more sense to move on rather than wasting time. Another double meaning here. Slack. Present. To be present is to be here. How could that mean slack? Slack as an adjective is like loose, or in the sense of unauthoritarian. It can mean the opposite too. Colloquially, schoolyard kind of talk. If a teacher was slack, they were mean. Present could be a gift. Don't know why that's a slack. Slack is loose. Slack is, as a noun, is looseness. Give me some slack. Slack could be a pant. Slack could be pants. Could just be a single pant leg. Present. Present as a verb. Could be to give, to show. Slack. Is it Slack the app? Oh, I know this is gonna be good. I reckon it's Slack and present. Present. That's a diabolical one to use. Present could mean present as in here, as an adjective. Present could mean a gift as a noun, and present as a verb means to show. That's pretty great. There's probably more. Those are the most common ones come to me now. Don't know. Heard East London Theatre rang. Considering everything? East London heard... Oh, hang on. I thought it might be a Cockney thing, but an East London Theatre, is this going to be a hall? This will be all told. East London Theatre, that's all. And then rang is told like a bell, T-O-L-L-E-D. But because it's heard, considering everything, all told. Nice. Fairy tale character. Out getting tops. Well, I'm glad he included as a fairy tale character if it's going to be another Rumpelstiltskin. Maybe fairy tale character is a cryptic definition. So we got 8-6 and we've already got a B there. So, out getting tops. Fairy tale character out getting tops. That can be misinterpreted as a little bit blue, depending what the tops are. Fairy tale character. Yeah, it's getting bluer the more I read it. I should know. I've been reading a lot of fairy tales. What's a fairy tale character? I don't know. I'll come back. Even quartet accompanied public prelude. Evens of quartet could be U-R-E. And that accompanied public, which will be overt. And then you get a prelude, which is an overture. Great. Y'all got that right. Even quartet is an alternation. And public is overt. Accompanied means he doesn't have to specify whether it's first or last. Cheeky. Holding cross in old Rome, last end missing. What's old Rome? It's been Rome since it was old. They called it Roma. What if it's a cross in old Rome, like a crucifix? Last end missing? No. Yeah, it was a crucifix. Or was it just cruces? Or a crucis? Also, is it really going to be the Latin word for cross? Probably not. Holding cross? Is that what... Back streets south of sleazy saloons. To shed means to get rid of. Sheds could be outhouses, barns. I think, what if street is ST and it goes back and so the word ends with TS because it's south of Sleazy saloons? Oh, what's sheds? Disrobes. Ends in TS. Departs. No. Rocky Chariot 1 repaired. I think this will just be an anagram. Rocky and repaired. Come on. Both of them are anagram signposts, so we don't know what the definition is. He loves it. He bloody loves doing it. Starts with an A at least. I'm trying to think what the second word is going to be. What can we get out of Chariot 1 if it was a cone? It's not going to be a cone. That's not David Astor's style. He's not going to put 1. That's a shit anagram. He wouldn't do that. It's not going to be hair because we've already used the A at the top as long as idea is right. It must be. Archie? Archie. Tune? Rocky. If it's Rocky's phrase. If it's... I think the CH won't go together either in the actual answer. Why can't I see this one? And the A's already out, so we know it's an... Could it mean Rocky or could it mean repaired? Could it be a note? One more cross letter, I'm sure I can get that. What could Rocky be? Is it the movie? Is it the character? The Italian stallion? If it is an adjective, what's the second word gonna be? Right? Wrote? Tile? If it's them, is it action? I can't get my mind off it. Chariot 1? What if it's action? Have I done it again? Chariot 1. What if it's not... It's not action whore. No, I just want to do it now. I won't do it. Here we go. 14 letters. And it looks like something of a hybrid, so this is going to be tough. Journo probed grim scenario afflicting Mafia's livelihood. Mafia's livelihood. What did the Mafia do? Shakedown. Journo's probably just going to be an ED editor. And it will probe grim scenario afflicting. Is that going to be an anagram? Oh, it's organized crime. There you go. Grim scenario is the anagram, and it has ED in there with the journo. Mark that around, you get organized crime. Nice. Oh, good. I thought that was going to be really hard. Fruit truck boxes began swaying. Will this be a fruit? What's a 10-letter fruit? Persimmon. Can't get it straight away. I don't think it's going to be swaying. It could be a fruit first, and then truck boxes it, and then began swaying is the definition. Began swaying. That means it's not an ing verb, it's going to be an ed because began is past tense. What's the word for truck? Lorry? I'm seeing fruit as an apple, and then lorry as the truck that boxes it, so it's lor-applery. I don't think that means began swaying, but I'm pretty sure that's on the right track. Peeved. America secured part of grenade weapon. Peeved. It's a phrase, 3 words, so it's going to be peeved. In an something, or up to. I think in an. America. What could be up? America would be US. I was going to say in a spin, but that's not enough, because part of a grenade is going to be a pin. Oh, it's up in arms. So America is what I thought it would be. That's US there. The part of grenade is a pin, and weapon is an arm. So to be up in arms is to be peeved. Great. Back fold below Indian robes, hems. I think the hyphen's going to be a red herring. So the definition will be back maybe, like in reverse. To fold, I'm not sure what that is yet, but below Indian robes, hems. So it'll be in because the hems of Indian are IN, and then robes are RE. Not in reverse, not in rears. What's to fold? To fold in poker. Is that to just give in, to quit? In reply or something? I'm gonna leave that for a sec. I'm not sure, and I'd rather work on cross letters, because I'm nearly at half an hour. And actually that's on a pretty good track for getting through all of them. A tots raised to adopt Australian philosopher. A tots raised gives us 5 letters, backwards gives us stota, and if it adopts Australian as an AU, then do you get a philosopher? Sortota. It's not that. What if it's not a tot, but it's a kid? No, you put that backwards, you get I thought it was going to be skid, but it's not. There's a philosopher. That's 7 letters. This probably won't be an ancient Greek one, it's going to be a German one, I reckon. Who am I thinking of? Come back to it. Articles, foremost in most country music. If articles is the definition, it could be referring to newspaper articles, blogs, and then country music. It's not going to be country music, it's going to be the music of a country, or it'll be country and then music will be the definition. Country music's not going to go together, surely. Unless it's foremost in most country music, which is the guitar. Nah, don't know. Go through. Old block. Wants to go through something. To gore? How would that be an old block? Nah. Let's go see. We got some cross letters. We're at the half an hour mark. Let's go see what this gives us. To absorb. Absorb. It has to be a verb. It's not rinse. To absorb is to internalize, to understand something. To... I'm at this stage. To bolt, to race, to rush. If it's to lock someone or something, picturing a sponge doing it. To absorb, if it is to internalize, it could be to understand. You know, just to get. Yeah, I gotta go on. Stubborn technocrat. Now,
what does that mean? What's a technocrat? Do we have 18 down? We don't yet, but we know it's going to be back, right? What's to fold? If it is back, then we know that could stubborn technocrat mean that's just an anagram? Technocrat is 10 letters, and then we just need another 4. I was going to say put can be back, and then we need one extra letter, but we've put money. Across is a 4-letter word that can go backwards. That would mean stubborn is the anagram signpost, but then listing would have to be the definition. Could that mean listing like leaning to the side? Could it be a listing like a property listing? And just be an advertisement? What could technocrat become? Can't see it yet.
if it's rickshaw main, does that mean that it's the first 6 letters or the middle 6 letters? So if it's Rick, I don't see how we can get a liqueur out of that, but it could be that. Hickers. What else is a rickshaw? Could you say it's a litter? Not really the same thing. The fact that you say mainly makes me think we need to do something before we make it an anagram. Transported suggests an anagram though. Just P help me with you. A tourist city sounds calmer. What if it's a tourist city? And these are separate words, and sounds is a homophone for all of them, and karma is the definition. Atpesia. A calmer as an active verb is someone who calms someone else. Pisa, P-I-S-A, is a tourist city. So a tourist city, a Pisa, gives you someone who is a calmer. And that's just awesome. What a great homophone.
It starts with an S. It's gonna be a philosopher. To adopt AU. Who's got an AU in it? Sacked cow. What's another word for tot? A bub? So bub. So I think it is definitely gonna be a tots raised. Keep thinking Aristotle just because tot's there. Also, it's funny because the whole thing isn't a palindrome, but tot is. So raising that, it's really just swapping the S and the A. Is this a philosopher I don't know? Sort tota? Maybe I can get more of a clue if I have.
What about this one? Nick. I think it's cage. What's leverage? A something cage? Wait, no it isn't. Leverage is a bargaining chip. That's what fits. Because a tavern is a bar. And the R is what helped me think of that. Getting is gaining. This is just a charade. And to nick something as a verb is to chip it. So nick supports means it goes off. That's quite nice. Good. Falling into place. Fruit truck. Boxes began swaying. What does it mean to begin swaying? Rocked. What are some fruits with long names? Cantaloupe, rockmelon, watermelon, persimmon, honeydew, strawberry. This is ASMR again, isn't it? It's gonna be a fruit. And truck boxes it. This is just typical of the way David Astle speaks. Fruit and truck boxes it. But I can't see how the fruit is in the middle. What if it's not in the middle? What if it's on the outside? But then truck boxes, you can't have that together. If it is an ED, does that mean this starts with a D? Biscuit. What starts with a D that could be a palindrome? Deed. Pretty much that. Dude. Double O. It's not going to be double I or double U or double A. Is biscuit colloquial for a deed? If that's a bargaining chip and that's an I, it's not a tots raised. It's going to be a kid? But it can't be. That'd be SD. I. Who's the philosopher? Oh, is it like Shitka? Is that a thing? So much of this feels like bad tweets. Just saying garbage and then going, is that anything? What's the definition gonna be? Is it horse say or wild horse say? So an example of a wild horse. The say could be a homophone. But then woman's? Like matriarchs or something? It's got an N now. Articles. If it's articles... It is country music, but it's the music of a country. And it's more generic. Articles are an and the. And the foremost in most is the letter M, but it's the last one. And you get anthem, which is country music. Very cryptic definition, quite cute. This is not an anagram of sausage. Is it a different word for sausage? Smashed. That's what fits there. Popular spread's going to be smashed avo. So the O is a bagel. Is pulped just smashed? And then sausage? Overlying bagel. Why is sausage AV? It's a tot's raised. What's another word for a tot? And if a dot's Australian, that means that it'd have to be there? Oh, what if it's a 4-letter word for tot? And Australian's just another A. What else does tot mean? What starts with an H? Woman's. That'll be her. Or hers. Over. If that's the anagram, we've got 5, 6, 7. And hers gives us another 4 letters. If we lose the D, nah, that's a horse say. Is it horse like heroin? Because heroin fits for a bit, and then it stops fitting. What ends in an O? To block is to veto. To go through is to vet. If you vet someone for a job, you go through it, right? And old is just O? I think that's veto. To block. This is either going to kill me, or I just don't know them. What if the A goes there? Is this like hermitage or something? Is this going to be herbivore? If you take the 500 out of bid over, then you get B-I-V-O-R-E. Yeah, so that's a typo. It's herbivore. If I don't know it now, what is Australian going to be if it's not A or AU? Rickshaw mainly transported the killer. Oh, we're back to the A. No, we're back to this again. Rocky chariot, 1 repaired. Okay, if we've got an R there, I do hope it is an anagram of chariot 1. Chariot 1 is 10 letters. We've already got the A and the R, it must be. What fits 4 letters with an R at the end? Horn, corn. Gotta take the A out and we'll take the R out. So what's left to make a word with? We've already got the A. Action hall. It's action hero. This is probably the best part about doing it by myself, to see myself make those mistakes. No help, I'm fine, I can do it on my own. Action whore, what the fuck is that? And he walks away. And you've been enjoying that for half an hour. Well, that's just brilliant. It is worth me being that stupid to enjoy those moments. Absorb. Right? We have the H there, which makes me think that I'm on the right track. Kissach. What could this become? Kirsch? Is that... Kirsch is the German word for cherry. That's how I know it. Like a Kirschtorte. But there's probably a cherry liqueur. I reckon that's right, especially with an S there. Oh, it's a saloon. An inn. A pub. I'm gonna have a D in it. Sleazy saloons. Or were they like bordellos? What is sheds? Dejects? Probably not gonna be dis. Sleazy saloons. I think we need a 5-letter word for saloons and either anagram it or it's just a 5-letter word that means sleazy saloons. Pubs, bars, drinking holes. Stubborn technocrat. I think this is just gonna be an anagram. The fact that it's a phrase and we know it's gonna end in 2. What else could it be? So? No? Someone said no? Oh, someone who's stubborn would say no. But if listing is the definition, and a stubborn technocrat is our anagram, it can't be listing, ing, because if that's a 3-word phrase that means listing, like doing something to, then you have to have an ing in there, and it won't fit. Because that's the start of the middle word. We've only got 2 letters there, so we've got a T there, and then the word's got to end there. Could be a TCH. Nah, too many options. Put money. Could be put money across. Could be paid or wired or something. Maybe it's not listing. Maybe it is stubborn. And then technocrat in reverse? May not be in reverse. Here we go. 5, 11, 10 virtually. If we've got an E in there. 5 is going to be V and then 11. No. This will be velveteen, right? I hope that's the right word. I know the word. It makes sense because 11 and... we don't quite have 11 and 10, do we? I think that's on the right track, but let's find out. To present. Oh, it is give. It's present as a verb. gotta get some give and slack. Some give. Present, give. Great double meaning. So many possibilities. Narrowed it down. 14 across, people under the couch. Ordinary people. Grassroots. If they're ordinary people, right? Under the couch. Is that gonna work with whatever this is? Holding cross, which can't be tenuous, but cross is gonna be T, and then in old Rome, is it gonna just be a fairy tale character? Is it tops? Like sweater vest? I can feel my brain switching off. To absorb something is to, what can fit? Reset. Repot. To soak. A bolt. Fasten. Grassroots. Under the couch. That doesn't feel right. Yeah. This is the point. Pretty good for an hour. Quite happy with that. But take a little break. So has everyone finished? Still a couple? Okay, cool. Are there still a few we haven't got? Something that occurred to me in the bathroom. Would you call Rocky an action hero? Ordinarily an action movie. I mean, it's a drama. I get that he's a boxer, but that's organized fighting. That's not Schwarzenegger fighting, where he's doing the True Lies thing as a spy and, yeah, he beat Russia in a contest. He's not Bruce Willis. He's not John McCain. That's an action hero. Rocky's not an action movie. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just bitter because it made me appear stupid, which I am. I'm just annoyed about that. But point stands. American sports drama film. Does that sound like an action movie to you? I'm on to the whiskey now. Alright, and here we go with another 2.5 hours going round in circles trying to finish this. We have 8 clues to go, 9 as well with Spinoza. Is it a nips? Is it Spinoza? How would it be Spinoza? Because a tot could be a nip, but then Australian, how is Australian OS? The N could go there, and the N could go there. A tot could be a nip, looking like it fits. I'm just going to punch it in, and when we get to the end, it'll tell me it's wrong. It's with a Z. That's what Australian is. It's Spinoza. Okay, good. Hooray. Fruit truck boxes began swaying. What is the fruit? Is it an orange? Can't be an orange because the B gets in the way. Unless the truck is a B word that goes in the middle of it. But then we're missing a word at the top. Oh, a letter at the top, sorry. What if it is just a fruit? Like a loganberry? Lorry. It is lorry. I was trying to put apple into lorry and get a word for began swaying. Fruit is the definition. A truck is a lorry. And it boxes began swaying, which is an anagram of began. Ganberry. That's how you get it. Terrific. Cross letters. Hallelujah. To transplant something. To re-something it. It's not roofie, is it? Drug? A type of transplant. Wouldn't it be funny if it was the name of a plant belonging to a famous trans person? It's probably not that. It's a Y. Is it a yo-yo? Yeah, it's not a palindrome. Yo-yos are likely to come back up. I want to say this is... Oh, it's a ply. Toilet paper ply. So in reply, back. If you say something back, you say it in reply. So I think that's right. Transplant involving... To transplant a plant is to repot it. So involving drug, concerning drug, repot. Like you're emailing a drug dealer. Dear Mr. Drug Dealer, subject line, repot. Where is the pot? How can I get the pot? Who is this? Is it just a fairy tale? It is. It's Sleeping Beauty. Out is sleeping. Tops. Is tops beaut? Or is it actual beauty? Like that's tops, that's a beauty. That's very Australian. This would be computer. Computer says no? Stubborn technocrat. Put money across listing. It's an anagram of put money across. Computer says no. Stubborn technocrat. I really just want to punch in some answers, find out what's right, what's wrong. Don't want to dwell on these last 3 for too long though. I'll go to bed. Last end makes me think T, and it's missing, so we need to take it out of something in old Rome. What if cross isn't the T? What if it's a cross in old Rome and that's a 7-letter word and then we take a T out of it? But holding, what's a holding as a noun? It's tenure, right? I don't know what else it could be. If you have tenure, it feels tenuous, but it in a sense it means you're holding something, right? Like you have a guaranteed stable position at a university, that you have tenure, that means you have holding. They're derived from the same word, aren't they? I'm just gonna leave it. A bolt. A bolt has a firearm definition. Is that what's in a crossbow? The latch of a gate. Bolt could be rush. That could be an E. Deposes. Oh, I don't want to be sitting on these 2 clues forever. I also don't think I'm gonna get them on my own. I'm gonna need a nudge either way. A bolt. Could it be a bolt of thread? Is that a thing? Why is that in my head? A bolt, a rush, a reed, a robot. Robots, famously unabsorbent, desists. Has the chat got them? I'm assuming everyone's finished now, yeah? Yeah, we got them? Okay, so this is just boring now, right? Alright, I think I'm gonna take a clue. Scott's offering one. Octets, what do you got for me? Seedy bar. A sleazy saloon is a seedy bar. A 5-letter word for sleazy saloons? Dives. Divests. Sleazy saloons. Saloon made me think of the Old West, but we've still got dive bars. That's great. To absorb someone. If you're riveted, you're absorbed. Hey, there it is. Alright, well, I'm glad that wasn't the disaster that I've had the past couple of weeks. What a great grid. Can someone tell me why grassroots is grassroots? Ordinary people? Wait, couch grass. Couch grass? Under the grass is the roots of grass. It's pronounced couch grass. Okay, thanks. I've been calling her Crandall. Oh, I'm making a fool out of myself. Did I pass 5 down? No, actually. It's a holding in terms of property, sure. Endure. No. Why? So a holding is a tenure, sure. Is the cross the T? Oh, a cross in Old Rome is a 10. And to last is to endure, and then end is missing. Oh. So X in Roman numerals and endure. I don't like that. And here's why. You've already got endure in endure. It would be, there's so much overlap there. Plus, cross could definitely be T. And then you don't need the Old Rome. And last, end, missing. Yeah, it's when he puts those red herrings in that have too much overlap with what the actual answer is. The fact that they could work almost. That just left me confused for so long. Thanks, did we never finish this one? Sav. A sausage is a sav? Battered sav. Short for saveloy. Yep, that is just right outside my area of knowledge. So mashed is pulped, and a sav, yeah, the worst of it. I don't need to know that to solve it, that's the problem. Because pulped could be smashed as well. Because that's exactly what smashed avo is. It's pulped avo. So I feel like there's too much overlap there. I've never heard of sav. But I also don't need it, because once it gets smashed, I got a 3-letter word for a spread. It's gonna be avo. That's a shame. Thanks everyone for joining in. It makes it all the more fun. I'll see you guys Sunday. Good night.